if I manage to get this edited and uploaded in time, 16 years ago, as of this upload, was the first video I ever posted to this channel, Yu Hakusho Abridged Parody Episode 1. And that was a very pivotal moment in my life. It kind of changed everything for me. I talked about this a bit when Kaiser and I on April 1st went back and we watched our first parody episodes that we ever made. And I'm not going to be spitting up any of the bile I was at myself here, because yes, that was a big starting block for me. But what I said there was that before this video went up, I was going through a fairly dark point in my life. I had recently been injured while playing rugby, and I didn't know if I was ever going to walk properly again. Luckily, obviously, I am able to now. But at the time, I wasn't able to do anything that I really normally would have during the rest of my high school experience. You know, I wanted to go out and play some sports. I wanted to act in theater. You know, movement on the stage is kind of important for that, and I was not able to do so. And I'm looking down the barrel of, like, you know, potentially not being able to do this shit ever again. And I was kind of lost for a very long while until I discovered Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series by Little Karibo one night while browsing through the internet. And that night was the first night I didn't fake a laugh in months, I think. And I binged through all of it. And to this day, I will thank the stars, the heavens, the entire universe for Martin for putting that out there. And then I discovered Vegeta 3986 and Masako X and their Naruto the Abridged series. And I would discover HBI2K's Berserk Abridged. And I would fall in love with each of them. And lucky as I've been, I was able to work with each of those people to some respect throughout my adult life. And each of them in their own way has changed the course of my life. Because I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, you know what? I can't run around anymore. I can't be on the stage. But I can still talk into a microphone. And that, combined with the ability to slap all of the words that I say on top of some footage, is all I really needed to do something like this. So this creative outlet kind of opened everything up for me. And one night, I sat down and I crafted the first episode of Yu Hakusho Abridged. And then the most bizarre thing happened. People actually tuned in and watched it. And even more bizarrely to me, they liked it. They liked it a lot. Back then, YouTube had a star system for rating, 1 to 5 stars. And it was sitting at a full 5 out of 5 stars, like, the next morning. Not a whole lot of reviews, mind you. But, you know, a few hundred people had tuned in, and of them, 50 or 60 of them had rated it 5 stars. And I'm like, holy shit. What? And I don't know how many of you are still out there. Like, if you were among the OGs that were there when the first episode dropped, I'd be astonished. Let me know, because you guys out there further would go on to change the entire course of my life and my entire feeling of self-worth. And now as I sit here 16 years later, this first episode, this first video that I ever posted has 1,417,360 views, a whopping 11,000 thumbs up. I don't know if it ever translated those stars into likes or not, but that's how it is. While I wouldn't exactly call this video good by today's standards, it is a very important piece of my history. And I feel like when I went through and I watched it with Kaiser, I was shitting on it a lot. Possibly rightfully so. But I'd love to go back through and look at it in terms of, you know, where I was at the time and looking back on it now. I know what I'd change, but I don't know. Enough people asked me to go ahead and give some commentary on these. That if you like this and you want me to keep going, let me know. But let's crack in with some Tenacious D. With karate, I kick your ass. Here to Tiananmen Square. Oh yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your fucking derriere. Yeah. You broke the rules. Now pull out all your pubic hair. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. I think that was actually the first thing I was ever proud of in this show when I was editing this, was how Yusuke's like spirit gun here synced up to the music here. Bang, bang, motherfucker. I don't know.
I love not affecting the plot. Innocent bystanders FTW in America.
Now to start off right there, I mentioned it before, but again, at this point, I had almost certainly put Martin on a pedestal. The pedestal he belongs on, by the way. And I will continuously reference Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. Mostly because I was holding it in such a high regard at the time, which you still should. But looking back at it, I know even within the first year of that upload, I looked back at that scene and I was like, because I can say it's an homage, but it also feels like I'm winking really, really hard at the audience, saying like, hey, this is an abridged series, guys! Like me! Also, all of the sound effects you hear in the background of this, because I'm using a editing software known as Pinnacle Studio. I'm sure it still exists in some form today, but back then, it either only had 2 audio tracks, or I was too stupid to figure out how to add additional audio tracks. So a lot of the background in this will either be a full-on musical track that I've ripped up, like just ripped off my computer, or the actual Yu Hakusho dub. So all of that soundtrack you were hearing behind there, the music and stuff, that's just straight up the opening shots of Yu Hakusho, besides my voices being added in over top.
What the hell? Oh my god! Oh no! Dear god! Oh.
One take. It just didn't decide to do individual reactions. It was just how many voices can I do here? All right, let's go through here. I got man, woman, and dear God, cutting myself off there because I know I needed to time it out. Whew.
Oh crap!
Hey, you, hurry! Go get some help!
Don't.
What is that weird audio I hear on the back of him? It's like a.
Oh crap!
Hey, you, hurry! Go get some help!
You hear that? That. I have no idea to this day what that is. I think there was a ghost. Just a.
You, hurry! Go get some help!
Don't tell me what to do.
But he looks hurt!
Who gives a crap? Screw you, I'm out.
Yeah, there's some weird audio in the background that I can't quite figure out what it is. Maybe because I recorded this late at night. Nobody else was like doing anything in the house. This must have been at like 1, 2 a.m. So I'm not sure what the background noise is that it's picking up. I'm guessing ghosts. I'm guessing I was getting some like what do they call it? EVP, electronic voice. Yeah, electronic voice phenomena. Must be it. Ghosts.
Oh man, that's the last time I played soccer in the street. What the hell? And so we meet Yusuke Urameshi.
The narrator is very loud. Also, you could hear a little bit of the actual narrator kicking in there. The funny thing is, I brought this up before, but I wasn't convinced that I should play Yusuke in this show. Initially, I thought about asking my brother to do it, and I think I actually talked to him a little bit about it after showing him, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and Naruto Abridged. Like, hey, you want to do something like this? And he was nervous, but potentially wanted to. But then one night, I just got the urge to just make it. And I'm like, I don't want to go wake him up. And so I just started, I just pushed my voice really far forward into my mask, and I started talking like this. I'm like, that'll do. Because the character I was, ready to do was Kuwabara. You're a messy, you little bastard. And I was like, okay, yeah, my Kuwabara will carry this once I get to Kuwabara. But then the comments are rolling in. It's like, holy shit, this guy sounds like Yusuke. And I'm like, really? Okay. Because, you're kind of sense blind to your own voice a lot of the times, and you don't really think about it. Then I started listening to him. I'm like, I guess so. I guess a little bit. Like, enough so. And thus we continued on.
The hero of this story. But oddly enough, he's dead. Where the hell is that voice coming from? And why am I flying? Man, that's the last time I accept Kool-Aid from my art teacher.
I'm okay with
Shut
that
up!
joke.
I'm trying to talk here! No, you shut up! I'm on the worst acid trip of my life, and your stupid talking isn't helping! Well, if you really want to freak out, then look down. What the hell are you talking about? It's just a guy. Holy crap! Now what? Oh, come!
That would be a very trippy moment, looking down and seeing your own corpse. Yeah. Also, obliterating the fourth wall. And I'm a little sad I didn't use the actual sound for this. Were I to ever go back and redo this show from the beginning, I would come up with fake titles for every episode and do the thing. But in this one, I'm just like, we're just gonna, because the way I did this, I ripped the video footage off of my DVD, my Yu Yu Hakusho DVDs. And I just went through scene by scene and improv recorded as I went on. So, no script, just, all right, what would be funny to say here? I'm going to say this. Or what would be funny for these two to say to each other? Bam, 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 bam. And that's how I moved forward. So this scene came up. I'm like, Yusuke's just going to see past that, and he's going to yell at the narrator. He's already been talking to the narrator, so let's go.
Come on! Surprised to be dead? Of course I'm surprised to be dead! No wonder Cartoon Network dropped this show with titles like that. I mean, look at it! Would you shut up and get on with the plot? I have stuff to do.
The run of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Fine! Alright, people, out of the way. Trained extras coming through. Let's see here. He's dead. Next!
Fuck lip
Don't worry,
flaps.
sir, this one's fine.
I bent my Wookiee.
Huh? Oh well, my job's done then.
Huh.
Well, tag him and bag
I choo-choo chose that voice.
him. It's almost happy hour.
All
right.
Booze!
Hey, wait up! Hey, give me back my body! I need that to beat people up like other positive role models. Hey! Oh God, with the flying. That tickled.
Completely changed his voice. No reason, just doing it.
Alright. Well, while I'm up here, I may as well have a flashback in order to develop my character and make sense of future events. It was another blurry day at school. I was up on the roof, being cool as usual, when... Sup, Keiko?
Yusuke, as the angry yet supportive girlfriend character, I think you should be in class right now.
Uh-huh.
How dare you itch your ass while you talk to me?
I'm sorry, did I forget about yours? Pwned!
Yusuke, you pervert!
It was worth it. Giggity.
Yusuke was kind of an asshole, huh? I don't know. I loved Yu Yu Hakusho when I was a kid. And still do. Yu Yu Hakusho is still easily in my top 10. It was my number one for a very, very long time. And then anime just kind of blew up and started being amazing every season. it's still way up there, though. The first time it ever got replaced was, funny enough, when I first watched Hunter x Hunter, and I'm like, oh man, now I love this. Turns out I just really like the way Togashi writes characters.
So you really stole that guy's Pokemon cards? Yeah, and I just had to tell him I was that retard Urameshi's cousin. I love how we can joke around without repercussion. What? You're not my cousin, she's way hotter than you. Ew, that's just wrong! Here, I'll give you the Pokemon cards, just don't beat me up! Pokemon? This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Town, mother! You're a mesh.
Some people in the comments of the video that Kaiser and I did pointed out that apparently that joke was made in, like, on X-Play.
You guys play Pokemon? Pokemon? This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Town, mother.
And I think I remember that. I don't know if at the time I was equating the two, but I think it dug its way into my subconscious, and I was just like, that's a funny line. I use that now. So I don't think I was whole hog trying to rip off X-Play with that joke, but I think I unintentionally did.
You're suspended. Now excuse me while I go drink some more sand. Sweet, I'm out of here. Okay, Urameshi, let's fight.
My boy! He is my favorite character in this show, bar none. Like, I mean just Yu Yu Hakusho in general. Kuwabara is the fucking best, man. I love him so much. He is that underdog that's, whenever he gets a win, it feels so damn earned. And whenever he loses, it's always funny. So he's got that, like, great middle ground where he doesn't get absolutely jobbed by everybody because he's too weak to be the jobber, if that makes sense. He's the guy that, like, you know, he goes in there and he makes his moments fucking count, man. I love Kuwabara so damn much. And which is amazing because, you know, when you first start watching the show, it's like, who's this jack off? You know, like, what's with, like, the fucking pompadour? He looks so, like, plain. But then as the show goes on, he's like, no, Kuwabara is the fucking man. I don't know. Where my Kuwabara stands at, let me know.
Why, does Goku have the night off? I'm not Vegeta, you asshole. I'm Kuwabara and you know it.
So, that right there is just because Sabbat played Kuwabara and Vegeta. That is me using meta knowledge to break the fourth wall further, even though Kuwabara sounds absolutely nothing like Vegeta. But anyway, I don't know. I digress.
Different name, same results. Let's hit some badass music.
Probably gonna mute here, because I have no idea.
I'm not getting my ass kicked to this. I'm not getting my ass kicked to this! I kick ass.
Good job, Yusuke.
Hey, Mom.
Go play in traffic. Okay.
Stupid kid playing with his ball.
I had nothing to do with Atsuko. That might be my favorite joke in this episode, though. Like, the one that I'm most proud of, that I'm like, that one stands up, that one holds up. I would make that joke every time.
All next to the street. Mister, can I have my ball back? You're stupid, you can't be playing with a ball near traffic. I mean, dear God, you can be hit by a car, and then your face will end up looking like this. And don't look at me like I don't know what I'm talking about. My uncle did the exact same thing.
I wonder if his uncle's also related to Ryzen.
So can I have my ball back? Fine, but one more time and it's mine. You got it, kid? Friggin' dumbass. That's it! Ball's mine!
I love little Karibo.
I do!
Give me that ball, you little... And here I am, dead as a doornail.
Bingo!
What the... Who the hell are you?
Monty Python voice at your service! Pilot of the River Styx at your service.
Okay, and why are you here?
I'm here to give you a second chance at life.
And I'd want this... Why?
Because people need you. Just go to your wake and see.
Wait. I died less than an hour ago. How did they plan my wake so fast?
They posted your death on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd do it.
And this was pre-Google's acquisition. Another mute, probably.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Hooray! Thank God he's gone. High five.
Yusuke, stop talking about Yusuke like that!
Set. Hey, look, Keiko. Why wouldn't he follow my orders like most boys?
Okay, that's one.
You're a machine! You better come back to life or I'll kill you! You and your stupid glamour shot photo! Please, you're a machine! You're my only reason for living! No! Let me go! I haven't had a chance to beat up the corpse yet!
Okay, that's two.
I'm not gay!
How can I live
I mean, he's not.
without the welfare you provided me? Well, hell of a party, isn't it?
Yeah, not quite what I expected.
So what's the plan then?
Well, I can only get back at those bastards for celebrating my death if I'm alive, so, let's do it.
All right then, hang
I
on.
like how you can see the screen flicker because there was
To
going to be a fade to
infinity
black
and
there.
beyond.
Or I was coming in
You
from a fade to
crazy
black.
ore riding bitch!
And so Yusuke rides off. But what adventures await him? Find out next time on Yu Hakusho Abridged.
Gather round, ye lads and lasses, set ye for a while, and hearken to me barnful tale about the Emerald Isle. Let's all raise our glasses high to friends and family gone, and lift our voices in another Irish drinking song. Consumption took me mother and me father got the pox. Me brother drank the whiskey till he wound up in a box. Oh God, that little emoticon, the bracket, the what do you call that? That thingy, the upside down V, dot V, V. I used to draw that a lot, like just on notebooks and things like that. Cause like, I don't know. I like the way the emoticon looks. I would put that on so many things back in the day. I'd even draw it on like some walls and stuff when I got bored. But man, 16 years have passed since this. And, I mean, what a goddamn ride. Like I said, this was even before YouTube was owned by Google. I dropped this, and people started watching it. And I don't know if I could ever thank those of you out there that watch anything that I put out there enough. Because I don't know if I'd be here without you. Like, this was, before I met Kaiser and Taka, who would go on to further change my life. It was the start of a very long and wild ride. And if you guys want to watch me reminisce on that for some reason, feel free to subscribe and, I don't know, let me know how the last 16 years have treated you. Endings are hard, man. But hey. If you dig on this, if you want me to do more content like this or even just talk at you more like this, let me know. I want to be better at doing YouTube stuff. I know it's been... How long has it been since I posted something here? How long has it been? Hold up a minute. When was the last video I posted on this channel? I made pumpkin curry almost 3 years ago. I'm proud of that recipe, but it's a long time to not post something. Jesus. I need to sort my shit. Well, later.